and welcome to the English News Bulletin of Halla Bol. This is Rashmi here with you. Before moving to the details, let us have a look at the day's headlines. Farmers all over the country hits the streets in large numbers protesting against the farm bills. Election Commission announced dates of Bihar Assembly elections. The elections in the state will be held in 3 phases. Indian National Congress to launch Speak Up for Farmers social media campaign on Saturday 26th of September. Health and Family Welfare Department of Tripura lifted up swab test for all passengers at the airport and rail station. Now the news in details. Farmers hit the streets in large numbers in Haryana, UP, Punjab, Bihar and many other parts of the country. Protesting, farmers blocked the highway and even parked tractors on roads to block traffic. Security has been tightened at the state borders. Farmers across the country are protesting the passing of the 3 farm bills in the monsoon session of the parliament. Various farmer groups have called for a nationwide shutdown on Friday against 3 farm bills, which were passed by both houses of the parliament during the monsoon session and await presidential assent. Over 250 farmer and farm worker organizations under the umbrella of All India Kisan Sangharsh Coordination Committee AIKSCC have given a call for the Bharat Bandh. Opposition parties including the Congress has voiced support for the protest. The opposition Congress on Friday said that the Bharatiya Janata Party has been exploiting the farmers since the onset of their rule in India. Also added that the government was making laws for big corporates and not listening to the people. The Congress further added that the controversial farm bills introduced by the centre fall short both legally and constitutionally. The BJP will practically hand over the vulnerable agriculture sector to the Indian and foreign corporates. Also, the decision to promote contract farming will estrange farmers from farmlands and their markets. Farmers will be relegated to the position of corporate labourers. The Congress on Friday termed the agriculture-related bills introduced by the centre as a disgusting conspiracy against the farmers of the country and said it stands firm with them in support of the Bharat Bandh call. Normal life was hit in various parts of the country amid the call for a nationwide shutdown or Bharat Bandh by several farmer outfits against the agricultural sector laws pushed by the BJP government. Hundreds of farmers were seen in Patiala district's Rajpura, where they squatted on the road at the Patiala bypass on the national highway. Shouting slogans against the BJP government, they were accusing it of implementing the anti-farmer policies. Participating in the agitation, AICC General Secretary and Punjab Congress MLA Kuljit Singh Nagra said his greatest fear is that the private players would take over the agricultural trade completely and the government would stop purchasing wheat and paddy subsequently. And once the government stops purchasing wheat and paddy, it's evident that minimum support price regime will get discarded. He questioned, where will a farmer go then? Kuljit Singh Nagra also added that it's a conspiracy to phase out farmers from agriculture and let big corporates take over gradually.
मेरे बहुत ही सत्कारयोग साथियों, ये थोड़ा जिहा विघन पिया बिजली के जान करके अज मैं थोनों दसना चाहना थोड़े नाल मैं गल कर रहा थी। मेरी बेनती है कि जिथे हैगे हो इत्थे ही हुण बैठ जाओ, क्योंकि तुहाडे नाल जिहड़ियां गल्लां करनियां ने बागड़िया साहब इत्थे ही बिठाओ, इत्थे ही बिठाओ।
A large number of riots from various parts of the state flocked together to take part in the demonstrations to register their protest against the amendments. Bureau Report, Halla Bol. Polls in the time of pandemic, the Election Commission announced dates for Bihar Assembly elections. The elections in the state will be held in 3 phases on October 28, November 3 and 7. 19 outbreak, the state of Bihar is gearing up to go to the polls in the coming month. On September 25th, the Election Commission announced the schedule for the upcoming assembly elections to be carried out in 3 phases. The first phase will include 71 constituencies across 17 districts and is scheduled for October 28th. Phase 2 will include 97 constituencies across 16 districts and will begin on November 3rd. And the final phase will include the remaining 78 constituencies across 15 districts of Bihar and is to be held on November 7th. The results of the polling will be announced on 10th of November. With the outbreak presenting an unprecedented challenge to the polling, the Election Commission has issued a set of guidelines geared towards protecting safety and health of Bihar's constituent voters. Despite some parties demanding postponement of the elections due to COVID outbreak, the Election Commission has sought to proceed with the polls as per schedule. Bureau Report, Halabor. Indian National Congress to launch Speak Up for Farmers social media campaign on Saturday, that is 26th of September from 10 a.m. onwards. Indian National Congress has decided to organize a massive online campaign, that is Speak Up for Farmers, on 26th of September from 10 a.m. onwards. All the Pradesh Congress committees have been requested to instruct MPs, MLAs or MLCs, office bearers and party workers and Congress party supporters to raise the demand of withdrawal of the anti-farmers legislation by the way of videos or posts or any of the social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, etc.
खरीदने वाला एमएसपी से नीचे नहीं खरीद सकता और उसको गैर कानूनी बनाना चाहिए। दूसरा, जो एमएसपी है वो फिक्स होनी चाहिए, चाहे स्टेट एजेंसियां हों जो अनाज खरीदे या एफसीआई अनाज खरीदे, उनके लिए भी अनिवार्य होना चाहिए कि वो एमएसपी से नीचे नहीं खरीद सकते।
The Congress urged the people of the country to come together and raise voice and stand in solidarity with the Indian farmers. Bureau Report, Halabor. The Health and Family Welfare Department of Tripura issued a circular on 25th of September wherein it declared that swab test will be conducted only for the incomers who have any kind of symptoms at the airport and railway stations. However, thermal screening will be mandatory for all the passengers. The Directorate of Family Welfare, Government of Tripura, issued a notification on 25th of September, Friday, which stated that the administration has decided to test only those passengers who are having symptoms of COVID-19 in the airport and rail station. However, thermal screening will be mandatory in those entry points for all incoming passengers. At the time of sudden lockdown decided by the Modi government in the centre, when huge number of migrants came into the state, Chief Minister Biplab Kumar Deb led BJP government in Tripura conducted COVID tests in 5:1 ratio. This mismanagement and wrong policies of the BJP government in the state led to a surge in COVID cases in the state. When Tripura ranks the highest position in number of active cases and death toll in the entire northeast, then it changed the policy and 1:1 tests were conducted. Whereas other metro cities had already lifted up swab test of all passengers at the airport and rail stations and are conducting only thermal screening, Tripura lifted the swab test procedure of all incomers on 25th of September, as according to its analysis, they have found that testing of all incomers, air and railways is yielding very low positivity from the last few days. Bureau Report, Halabor. India-Bangladesh cooperation transcends mere transactions, said Indian High Commissioner to Bangladesh, Riva Ganguly Das. Today, India and Bangladesh are partners in development and the cooperation transcends mere transactions, said Indian High Commissioner to Bangladesh, Riva Ganguly Das. At a webinar while talking on the topic Remembering Mahatma Gandhi, organized by the High Commission of India, Dhaka, to mark the 150th birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi, she paid tribute to both Mahatma Gandhi and Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman at the event. Addressing at the webinar, Riva Ganguly Das said India looks forward to the joint commemorations of the 50th anniversary of the Liberation War and the 50th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations between India and Bangladesh. She added, Gandhi ashrams in Noakhali, Jamalpur, Atrai and Dohar are the torch bearers of Gandhinian principles in Bangladesh. The Indian High Commissioner talked with the participants from all Gandhi ashrams in Bangladesh on a common platform. She urged them to work together to preserve history of India and Bangladesh and to build on this cherished bond of friendship. October 2, 2020 would mark the finale of the second year-long commemoration of the 150th birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi. Bureau Report, Halabol. Well, that's all from the English desk at this moment. For more news and updates, stay tuned to Halabol.